First at 4, we get our first look at the suspect in the death of a well-known hairstylist. We have the newest information from court. A former gymnastics coach defends herself against charges connected to the Larry Nassar scandal. Was she able to convince jurors she's not guilty? They're deliberating right now. And here's Ben.
Jason, considering those ridiculous temperatures we woke up to, this is a nice consolation prize, but can we carry it into the weekend? Paula.
Well, the Macomb County Clerk's Office has never before performed weddings, but today they changed that with bells on, with back-to-back-to-back weddings. We've got another one teed up for you live. These stories and more are happening right now on Local 4, First at 4.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jason Colthorpe in for Karen today. First at 4, we're getting our first look at the man charged in the murder of a well-known hairstylist, Bashar Kalabat. 24-year-old Jimmy Pickett was arraigned today on first-degree murder charges. Prosecutors say Pickett entered Kalabat's room at the Jay-Z Motel and Suites Tuesday night, killed him, and then robbed him. The medical examiner says Kalabat died of blunt force trauma to the head. Pickett is being held in the Wayne County Jail without bond. If he's convicted, he faces life in prison. The case of a former Michigan State University gymnastics coach has gone to the jury now. Kathy Klages is accused of lying to police about the Larry Nassar scandal. Today, she took the stand in her own defense. Kimberly Gill's in the newsroom. And Kim, this case really boils down to one thing: memory.
Jason, you're right. Good afternoon to you. Klages argues that she did not lie because she didn't remember a conversation with two teen athletes back in 1997. They claim they told her they were being abused by Nassar nearly 20 years before he was charged.
I don't know that the conversation occurred as she recalls, if a conversation even did occur, but I would think that I would remember something like that, making sure that they were done.
Well, the prosecution says Klages lied in 2018 when she told investigators the two athletes had not reported Nassar's sexual misconduct to her. During the trial, a former gymnast testified that Klages warned her any complaints about Nassar could cause trouble. The former coach says she trusted Nassar, even sending 3 of her children and her granddaughter to him. In closing arguments, the memories of both Klages and the former gymnasts were called into question.
Correct.
She wants you to believe that she could forget that. That's her defense. She took advantage of their dreams to silence them.
So the ability of those two women to accurately remember 1997 is, of course, in dispute. All of this is reasonable doubt, that their memory of events is not reliable enough for you to convict Mrs. Klages.
And Klages faces up to 4 years in prison if she is convicted. The jury has been deliberating for more than 2 hours now, so we are staying on top of it, and we'll have the latest coming up on the news at 5. Until then, Jason, we'll send it back to you for more news of the day.
All right, Kim, thanks.
Sure.
Detroit police release new video of 3 suspects wanted in a group home robbery on the city's west side. Officers tell us the men in this video attacked a 56-year-old man at a home on Manor near the 96 Service Drive. Then they used the victim's debit card at a gas station. Police say a third man was working as a lookout. Here's a closer look at those men that officers are looking for. If you recognize any of these guys, give Detroit police a call. We have 2 road construction alerts for you this weekend affecting I-94 and the Lodge. We'll start with the southbound lanes on the Lodge. They'll be closed from 8 Mile to McNichols, and that goes into effect tonight at 9 o'clock, and they're set to reopen at 5 a.m. on Monday. The I-94 closure will affect east and westbound lanes. It'll be between I-75 and Gratiot, so crews can start the demolition of the East Grand Boulevard overpass. The hours are the same, 9 p.m. through 5 a.m. Monday. Plan your travel accordingly. Getting around town wasn't too bad today. Had all that nice sunshine, but if you actually got out of your car, boy, you noticed it was chilly. Let's see how things are shaping up for the weekend. Here's Ben.
I think a lot of us would have just liked to have worked in our cars today. We wouldn't have had to, but yes, the sun is out. There's some clouds out there as well, but check out these temperatures. Barely to 20 degrees in a couple spots, but still feels like it's about 10 degrees with the wind chill hanging around out there on this Friday afternoon. And heading into the weekend, we will get to see the sunshine for much of this stretch. When we get here to Saturday evening, unfortunately, we'll have more snow showers to contend with. So coming up, we'll talk about how much that's going to leave us with. And our next weather maker is packing a lot of moisture as we get into next week. We'll run it down for you in just a few minutes. Jason.
All right, look forward to it, Ben. The world's massive coronavirus outbreak is not under control, according to the Centers for Disease Control. Here's a look at where things stand right now. The CDC would like to do more to help China, which reported more than 5,000 new cases today. The increase is fueled in part by a new reporting protocol where patients are identified sooner to speed up treatment. Overall, there are more than 63,000 cases. More than 1,300 people have died. The number of cases in the U.S. is holding right now at 15. Moving to Cambodia, hundreds of cruise passengers are grateful to be back on dry land. They were stuck at sea over coronavirus fears. No one on board caught the virus, but 5 countries refused to let the WESTERDAM cruise ship dock. Cambodia finally agreed, and more than 2,200 passengers and crew are very relieved.
Oh, that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We appreciate it very, very much. Very much. It's been a long struggle, and we appreciate everyone being here.
Passengers on the Diamond Princess off the coast of Japan are not so lucky. It's the 9th day of their quarantine. More than 200 people have tested positive for coronavirus on that ship. Some passengers, though, that are over 80 years old who have tested negative have been allowed to get off the ship. Everyone else is expected to be in quarantine until February 19th, barring any further developments. First and forward, we're also tracking other stories making headlines around the world. American troops may soon be withdrawing from Afghanistan. The U.S. has reached a truce with the Taliban called a reduction in violence. It calls for the Taliban to cut ties with terrorist groups and enter into peace talks with enemies in the Afghan government. In exchange, the U.S. would set a timeline for an American troop pullout. If the Taliban can cut back on violence for 1 week, the agreement can begin. In Indonesia, take a look at this. Cameras capturing a dramatic volcano eruption. Watch this, just an incredible explosion and lava eventually running right down the side of that volcano in central Java. The cloud of ash could be seen from miles away. Indonesia is located in the Ring of Fire, an area of high volcanic activity stretching around the Pacific Ocean. Java Island has more than 40 active volcanoes, and boy, you see one right there. On this day when so many people celebrate love, a local county clerk is celebrating the union of marriage by officiating a string of weddings. We're talking 13 new pairs of newlyweds tying the knot in one day with some extra flair. Paula Tutman is live at the Macomb County Clerk's office. And Paula, are we about to see one happen right here on live TV?
Actually, a wedding just started. And what's really exciting about this is marriage is absolutely back in style in Michigan. According to the National Centers for Health Statistics, marriage is on the rise. It's raised 5.5% in the last 10 years. And in 2018, we were number 9th in the nation for marriages going up. And this one is number 13 of the day.
All right, come on over.
Today has been an incredible day of love and commitment. In what would normally be a jewelry room, today has been turned into a makeshift wedding chapel thanks to a team of Cupids and a county clerk with a tender heart for romance.
And trying to make it a little bit nice here on Valentine's Day because we love love.
Today, Macomb County Clerk Fred Miller will perform 13 free weddings in 4 short hours.
Friends and family, welcome to the celebration of the marriage of Dennis and Lisa. It's your love that has brought us here together today.
Each one feels personal.
Do you, Dennis, take Lisa to be your partner for life?
I do.
I do.
I do.
Instead of quoting Corinthians, we're going to be reading some of the landmark cases from the Supreme Court. So back in 1967, the United States Supreme Court wrote, "The freedom to marry has long been recognized as one of the vital personal rights essential to the orderly pursuit of happiness."
Each bride and groom has a story about their love.
We were in homeroom together in high school.
And the Macomb County Clerk team wants to know all about it.
Tell me, where'd you guys meet? Where the first time you met?
Ace Hardware.
All right, very good. We're co-workers?
Nope.
Oh,
no.
oh,
I was getting a window my daughter had broke.
All right. And you were working there?
Yeah.
All right.
Social media.
Really?
Yeah. So unfortunately, I went through a divorce, and she was my friend through the process, and things kind of took a turn, and I fell in love with her.
We've been together for 3 different decades.
There was one heart-stopping moment.
I don't.
At first I'm like, oh no.
But Latrice was nervous and happy and touched. was simply trying not to cry. Because without question, her true answer was the only true answer on a wedding day.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Then we come around the corner here, we put together a small little reception.
There you go.
I liked how they put our names and congratulations and the date and everything up on the television screen, and
It made us feel very welcome.
Yes.
It was very nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I'm not sure if we could time this any better, and I'm going to talk a little quieter because they're actually exchanging rings. This is couple number 13. I said 13 in that story, but it's February 14th. So actually, they're doing 14 weddings today. We have another one on deck. This department has never done weddings before. They've just started this for special occasions, and they have truly made this very, very special, Jason.
Oh, I think this is just a great tradition they've got to carry on. What a great story, Paula. And I can only imagine that guy's heart stopping when he heard I don't, especially with our cameras there. But I will let these folks.
I think everybody went like this. Yeah. It's done.
There we
There's
go.
a kiss.
We held out just long enough to see
Good way
them.
to end the week.
Perfect.
Congratulations, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Paula. There you go. Lucky number couple 13 with one more to go. Still to come, relief is on the way from the bitter cold. Ben's going to take a closer look at how the weekend's going to play out. But up first, a driver refuses to cooperate, rams a deputy's car, and takes off. We were a little surprised by who was behind the wheel, and you will be too. And why prosecutors called Harvey Weinstein, quote, Richie Rich in court today. Closing arguments and what's next. And we're back in less than 3 minutes.